Hello guys, welcome to Ashley Show. We're gonna be discussing about my opinion about why girls are attracted to gamer boys, gamer guys, and so forth. I'm gonna do a re-roll switch. Men don't get attracted to gamer girls, but actually men do get attracted to gamer girls. Vice versa. I watched the video of Rich Review Tech. I'll put a link down below. I am not going to I actually agree totally with Rich on this video, but I'm not going to be talking about what he is talking about. I'm talking about my personal um opinion, how I grew up. Because Rich and I are about 8 years difference in our years. I will be 30 in 5 months. I think he's gonna be 38 this year. He's 81. I'm 89. Also, we're talking about the age gap difference on dating and so forth, and the stigmatism and that's cool for it. Watch Review Tech USA before you watch this, or you watch this and watch it, because I'll be talking about different points. I'm not gonna talk about any kind of YouTuber or their agreement or disagreement. I don't like to be in that sort of middle ground stuff like that. We'll talk about my opinion, how I grew up. I grew up in California, and I grew up in a time where games were basically a norm when I was a kid. I was a Super Nintendo baby. That's my first game console. Then I played a Nintendo growing up, and Sega Genesis, stuff like that. Me and my uncle are 10 years apart. Talk about that, my gaming for that as well. Me and Grim Monolith from the Dark Titan channel. He's in his mid 40s, I believe. So we're about 15 to 16 years apart. And my dad and me, my dad also games, we're 18 years apart. I also know I have grandmothers and grandparents that gamed until their 80s and died. Gaming was probably a big norm towards the late 70s, ColecoVision, Atari. But yes, I'll be talking about that and the dating situation with girls, women, what the stigmatism are, basic relationship, all that stuff. I've been married for almost 7 years now. When it hits November, it's gonna be my 7 years. My wife been together for almost gonna be 8. Well, it'll be 7 years together, but we're married for 6. But we'll hit 7 years in November, so we're almost going. The year freaking goes by really fast. Me and my wife are gamers. I dated in the past. I didn't start gaming since I was probably 4 or 5 years old. And my uncle had a Super Nintendo and basically had Street Fighter on it, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario World, and we played Mortal Kombat. My uncle hated Mortal. My uncle, so hard I remember vividly. Not that vivid, but he hated the last boss of the Kombat One, the four arms. He gives everything the second he gets his ass killed. That was funny. But yes, I've been growing up with games ever since. Pretty much, I have not played them all, but I do. That's how I got the enjoyment of turn action based games in our. I do play a lot of turn action based. I'm still getting used to the attack and slash action of a lot of the RPG that are now. But it's fun. I know the PS2 was trying to do the transition, and yes, then later on it got a lot better, a lot more fluid. And it is one of those things. I dated like not like a lot, but I dated like I'll say 9 to 11 girls in high school, and after high school I dated a few more. I would say less than like 4 or 5. Because I was the type of person is very attached. I'm a very attached person. If you have a leech inside of your neck, you have a very hard time removing that leech with the fire or salt. That's the type of person I am. I codependent on someone. I never like being alone. Living alone and that kind of mindset. I did sports. I did wrestling. I did football. middle school to a little bit to college. I stopped halfway in high school due to the fact that I really did not care for sports. To me, physical physical activity that basically to me was a waste of time. I'd rather go game, build robots, program. I would do something that I really enjoy. The reason why I did sports because my dad did sports in high school, so on, and he wanted me to do sports, so that's what I did. And I stopped midway in high school. I didn't really enjoy it. That's what it took majority of my time doing other stuff. I hate loading up on carbs, and I hate loading up on food. I eat like a big pot of spaghetti, just spaghetti itself, a little bit of olive oil and a lot of garlic. Eat that shit day in and day out. Bulk up weight. I used to have 6-pack. I used to be ripped. But until I joined the military, all my dietary has changed. Now my dietary changed again here. You know, it is true that there are people out there that basically will play for, 6, 8, 12, 16 hours and being in a relationship with another person sucks. I've done that before. I admit to it. I've probably done that more in high school than I do now. Because high school, don't really have that mindset. You live with your parents, you go to school, get your good grades, and you play your games, have fun. A lot of times you bring your girlfriend over to your house, and all you're doing is play that. But I do see. I mean, still see it to this day. I'm almost 30 years old in 5 months. People still play games for 12 to 18 hours, day in and day out, and that is a bit of a problem. It's not everyone that does it. Not everyone actually sits down and plays 6, 8, 12, 16, 18 hours every day. A lot of us have responsibility. I have bills to pay. I have a wife to take care of. I have a mother to take care of too now that she's living with me. Trying to persuade her to go back to California. Back to California as she goes. But, we have responsibilities. A lot of times responsibility is a chore. It's paid. A lot of times people want to skip the responsibility, live in La La Land. I see people live in La La Land and end up in jail or homeless. There's not much I can do. Sometimes I do support them, help them out, money here, money there. A lot of the time, point is like, I can't really help you. I have a family to feed, I have family to take care of. That's one of those things, you don't see it everywhere, but it is there. There's a lot of older people. There's a lot of people that 30 plus years play gaming. When the mobile gaming first came out, everyone their mother needs to have Candy Crush. Everyone their mother needs to have Centipede on their phone. Because gaming is slowly becoming a norm. There are going to be different factors of gaming should not be. I had grandmothers and grandparents played. Well, both my grandfather passed away. My grandmother, one of Ash's grandmother, passed away, and she played the original Nintendo religiously until she was bedridden. But a lot of times we play games for entertainment purposes and pass time, but there's moderation. Moderation is key. Not everything is everything. Too much is good. So by little, it'll be better. There are times you see me streaming for 6, 8, 12. So I have the reason why I play 2, 6, 8, 12, 18 hours time to time. Usually I play when they're asleep. My wife's asleep, my mother's asleep. It's like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I have nothing to do. Can't twiddle my thumb. I don't watch TV because there's really nothing on. Pretty much watch everything on Netflix. Pretty much watch everything, all the movies that are out so far that I enjoy. There's a lot of TV shows that people say I should watch. I like to watch. What I do, I live stream ridiculous hours early in the morning. And I play it, due to my anxiety, depression, I have sleep apnea, sleepsomnia, I have PTSD, and so on. And this is what I do to cope. A lot of times I do play during the day and the afternoon because my PTSD and my anxiety will flourish. I used to have a hobby, playing games. It's a hobby. It's entertainment, not my job. I can make other content stuff like that, but video game, gameplay, walkthrough videos, probably the easiest thing I can ever do. I don't have to put too much concentration while doing anything else. I can look on the side and talk to people time to time. Sometimes I don't stream it. I just play behind, on the camera, recording it and posting it up. A lot of times I do painting videos. I do Dungeons and Dragons videos. That's also a tabletop video game with paper pen. You socialize with people. For me, I can't just go out and socialize. I had to mentally prepare myself to go out and socialize, or I will have a panic attack, or I'll lash out at someone, get hurt. That is why I'm like pretty much trapped in here. Wife, no, my wife, me, I was not like this since I was in the military. Before then and until after, accident, medical stuff happens. We just became to a point that, what, there's not much I can do anymore, but I do my best to help support on the family as well. In my generation, my age, I'm considered a millennial. I don't like being called a millennial because, all the stigmatism of a millennial really has. A lot of the girls that I knew play games. They actually played mostly type RPG style games. Not a lot of them do play fighting games. I know a few ones that actually play the original God of War on the PS2. She was hot. But also in California, we have a lot more diversity there as well. We everyone there in high school, college, everyone played video games. But we go out and socialize. Back then, I didn't get a flip phone until my junior year in high school, so smartphone didn't come around till I was basically 18 out of high school while working. I got my first Samsung Blackjack 2. It was so damn expensive. Then I moved to the iPhone 3 generation. But yes, time again, moderation is skating wise. Depends on certain preference. My dad's 40. He's 48. I gotta think because he's born in 1970 and he plays games. He almost got in a divorce playing Diablo 1. For a very long time, and my stepmother got sick of it. He had a choice: video game or her. So he stopped playing Diablo 1, and stayed with stepmother. Good thing. My dad just played World of Warcraft. 1-2 hours a day. Mostly play Hearthstone on his tablets or in his phone while he's bored most of the time. Just one of those things that you're gonna have to find out. Everyone's the same. There's plenty of fish out there. My wife is a gamer, not a hardcore gamer like I am. I buy her games. She plays about 2-3 hours of it, and she stopped and doesn't play for a very long time. She has a lot of games up there, especially in the PS4 aisle and the PS Vita aisle that she needs to play and beat. So I buy her more. So I buy her Kingdom Hearts 3. Both should be able to beat. It is, it's hard, because how everyone's in my dad's generation sees it. He's 48. Everyone that I knew that he grew up with and been around with, basically, they all played video games. They played, Atari. They had their own Sega Genesis collection, everything else, and they still do play games to this day. It's just that people get carried away and get addicted to playing video games. It is true. You can get addicted with anything. You can be addicted to chocolate. You can addicted to freaking to chocolate milk if you want. Like there are that thing in the mind that rewards you in the chemical in the brain that rewards you every time you enjoy something, excited for something. This one also have to watch out for and take care of it. It is a hard thing. I wish I can play 8 hours of video game every day. Because I can't, because I'm too sick and I have a responsibility to take care of. But you know what? At least 1-2 hours isn't that bad a day. 1 hour, spend the rest of the day with people you care for, get your job, get your content up going, start painting, stuff like that. I do Dungeons and Dragons at least twice a week, because of the fact that I actually talk to people. I'm a storyteller. I tell the story. I have players that play their characters, put in monsters, put in traps, storyline where they should go, and they go bypass it and do something stupid and may end up killing them, or they may save and live. And that's how I socialize now, more and more now, because I just go out to oh, tell me about this game, everything else, have one nice 1 hour conversation. I have trust issue with people outside. It's one of those things. When some people will understand it, some people won't. But that now, to this day and age, is kind of harder for me. I will be happy to say I'm a man child. I have stuff that makes me look like a worse than the 40-year-old virgin in the movie. I have action figures. I have amiibos. I have games. I have freaking 3 of those classic systems still sealed in the box. I have like one of the oldest. Let's see. I can go right here. My rich old PC game boxes, Sega Genesis, the Indian top. There's a lot of games here. I got some books out. It's one of those things that you're gonna have to accept. If people think you're a mad child, so what? Who gives 2 shit? Are they paying your bills? No, they're not. But if you're living with someone significant or finding someone to date and stuff like that, you're not obligated. You are expected to spend that at least a good amount of chunk of time a day to dispense with someone to be with that you love with. You gotta get your priorities straight with that. Do I think all girls think that gamers are disgusting? No, because I've met freaking hundreds, thousands of people, especially in the military and throughout my years. Majority, about 90% of people I know are gamers. In high school, was that big a no-no? Depends in high school. Because there are people, the majority of people there, we play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards and Magic the Gathering cards and Dungeons and Dragons. We do talk about a lot of stuff. There's time we actually brought in a 40-inch flat screen TV and played Super Smash Bros. After school. And Halo tournaments at the computer lab and made money for the school for that as well. Only people that didn't really like talking about games or was ashamed of games were the pretty popular girls. To me, I think girls that play games and are more attractive to me than pretty girls that want me to buy them I dated one. They won like a $300 freaking t-shirt, like a t-shirt, dress, or stuff like that. I'm like, no, like that's stupid. Back then games were cost like $25. I think when N64 came out, it became $40. But yeah, it was one of those things that not everyone's gonna be attracted to one another, and not every people try one another. I don't know what the East Coast was like. Ashley probably know more about that. If you want, I'll let Ashley talk to her about her side about the East Coast. But the West Coast was basically, you accept for who you are, and we all have preferences. We all have cared for it. I dated girls that were non-gamers, as long as I, don't overexert the times and hours I play for games. For it, they'll be fine. I always take them out to eat, go watch movies, and stuff like that. It's my sort of entertainment. It's sort of my little hobby. It's my own little corner. This is my little corner, my little realm, my little man cave. Even though it doesn't block the wife away, at least she tells me that I'm playing too much and they spend time with me, in the key, or she joins me. A lot of times, we're thinking about how I'm going to be surviving through the rest of my life cycle, because doctors are not being that great with my condition else. But there are plenty of people out there. Agree with them? Yeah. I disagree with them. Yeah. In certain circumstances? Yeah. You think all games are for kids? No. I seen people that's 70, 80 years old that plays video games, that has a PS4. Not for their grandkids, it's for their own entertainment. Most of the time, grandparents have video games because none of their kids visit them. A lot of times you see once every holiday, or they live far away. We need some sort of entertainment, and video games like probably one of the cheapest alternative for entertainment. You know how much movies cost, especially Blu-rays? They're like $12 to $21. You know, the same price as digital when it first comes out. You'll get 2 hours of the entertainment, or more or less. Video game, if you get an RPG game, $60. I get up to about 20 to 150 hours. Even more if you want to do all the side quests for it, all the achievements for it. No, it's one of those things. You know, what's the value of entertainment? How much you pay for? We don't pay for cable anymore. We get our shows and stuff on Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime. You know, day and age are changing. Now dorks and nerds are the new cool now. I was really shocked about because I had a stigmatism back in high school that dorks and nerds and stuff are the plague and stuff. Found out that, you know, even I was a jock and a nerd. I literally beat the shit out of people, especially bullying other people. They bully people that I know, that I care for. I curb stomp them on their face. I wasn't that popular, but I was well known that pissed me off or mess with my friends, you're a dead person. So let me know what you guys think about this. You know, it is, you know, this is totally different. The video from Rich and mine. This is my opinion on certain of the things he talked about. But Rich explains it. It's, you know, it makes you think. You know, you also think about coast to coast, different states as well. I don't really think it's the whole world norm. I think just where your environment and where you grew up with. Because everyone in California play games, like a lot of them still play games that are old and no one gives two shits about it. As long as you moderate your damn time. That's the one main thing people need to learn how to do, is moderate and be responsible. And a lot of younger generation are really scared for it because, you know, they don't know how to moderate their damn time, and they don't know what really responsibility is, because a lot of them are shoved with a golden spoon up their ass. I grew up poor, you know. My brother isn't. You know, my dad did the best. Dad and my mother did the best thing they could do to raise me and take care of me. Everything else, but other than that, the younger generation, you know, we're giving you the ticket, and hopefully, you know, our bets will come to fruition again. Anyhow, guys, thank you guys for watching. Share, like, subscribe, comment what you think. Want to talk more about it? Let me know. Or was the Hiyashi version? Let me know. 1,000 sub giveaway for Diablo Eternal Edition. I'll talk to you later. There might not be any more content on Friday till next week until the storm goes away. Hopefully you don't have a blackout, so I get more content out for you guys. Bye bye.